So, hello. It's the fourth episode of English Speaking Hero. As I understand, nobody really needs this vlog except me, but it's absolutely okay. I don't mind. I will do other episodes because I really just need to speak a lot. So the first theme is, of course, FIFA World Cup. There were some matches. I think that, of course, my favorite match was Russia-Egypt. It was a perfect match for our football team. We played really exciting. A lot of our players, especially I think Glavin, Dzuba, Cheryshev, played just really well. But of course I think also that Egypt wasn't playing very good. They had a lot of problems. I think that Salah had some problems with his health. But of course 3-1 is a great result, and I am very happy that Russia will be in the playoffs. Next, I liked the match between Iran and Spain. I liked, and I like today's match between Croatia and Argentina, of course, because Croatia, is it Croatia or Croatia? I don't remember. I'm sorry. Let it be Croatian. Croatian players were playing really great. The team was playing like a machine, and the game is very clever. I didn't like Argentina. They played very dirty when they understood that they would fail. They tried just to fight with Croatian players, and just they did just very terrible things, and they played really dirty, and I really didn't like all these dirty things. So next, I really want to speak about books. The last book I have read this week was In Our Yard by Larisa Miller. So this book is really great. It's short stories. It's a book of short stories about the life of Larisa Miller. She is a Moscow writer. She is a poet. So in this book we have a lot of short stories and essays about her life, about her Moscow childhood, about her teenage years, about her and a lot of thoughts about life at all. I really like this kind of memoirs about the life in the 50s and 60s and 70s in the USSR. It's a very interesting time for reading, because a lot of different interesting situations inside this time and of course the other world. You understand that 60 years ago the Soviet Union world was really the other planet in a lot of cases. In this book we also can find a lot of poetry. I really like poetry. I think that nowadays we don't have a lot of poetry in our life, and here we can read very good poems by Larisa Miller. I think one of the best part of this book, there are several very good parts. First one is about Larisa Miller and her boyfriend, and about this time when she was a student. I really adore this part. I like her memoirs about Arseny Tarkovsky, because it's very interesting to read about Russian intelligence. Nowadays it's very hard to find all these intelligent people because they you don't understand where are they, where you can look and see them. I also very like what else? I think that all these parts about foreign language faculty is also very interesting, because I was also a part of this foreign language faculty's culture, and to understand how I understand how to be a student in this type of faculties. So it was very interesting to read about this experience. What else I want to say? So I have begun to watch Netflix series Marlon. It's starring Marlon Wayans, a very popular comic. I think he's really great. He plays a grown-up man who is divorced with his wife. He has 2 children, a boy and a girl, and everything is about this family. On the one hand, it's of course a sitcom about a color family, and it's similar to Bill Cosby show of the 80s. It is similar because of course it plays on the same field of black culture, and it's great. On the other hand, it plays on the field of family sitcoms and relationship sitcoms, because there are a lot of moments where we actually 90% of this series is about family. That's why there are a lot of family moments in this particular series. What else can I say? Of course, I want to say to you that now I am reading these 2 books. The first book is Jedi Techniques. It is a book about how to control your time, how to control your brain's fuel, how to be more productive. The book is rather great. but I think it is more for people who work in an office. And but on the other hand, of course, I like some moments. I think maybe in the future I'll tell more about this book. And the second book I want to show you is ta-da! It's Fire and Fury. Fire and Fury. So Fire and Fury is a really great book. It is about Trump's administration and about how Donald Trump became a president, 45th president of the United States. Of course, there are a lot of negative opinions about his person, about his moral, and about his mind abilities. The author, Michael Wolff, is very skeptical about this figure and about his possibilities of doing something good for the United States. Maybe again in the future I'll tell you more about this book. So I think that's all for today. Thank you for watching me. I really appreciate every view, because I think it is not very interesting to watch it, but on the one hand I don't want to spend more time on this, because it's just some sort of hobby and some sort of practice my English. I really don't know now any better possibilities for doing that. But on the other hand, maybe someday I'll have some better idea for YouTube videos and do something great, who knows. Thank you and goodbye.